Good morning students. In this video we will discuss some practice questions which were asked in 2022 and 21. So I have already uploaded the details about sequence and series. So you can see my previous videos. Now today we will discuss some practice questions. Suppose an this is equal to 3 raised to power n plus 3 divided by 5 raised to power n minus 5 and dn is equal to 1 by 1 plus n square raised to power 1 by 4 for n is equal to 2, 3, 4 and so on. Then you have to tell that which of the following is true. First is both sigma an and sigma ban are convergent, both series are divergent, one is convergent, another is divergent, and one is divergent, another is convergent. So you have to check this series. Now what we will do, you can see that an is given as 3 raised to power n plus 3 and 5 raised to power n minus 5. Now you have to think that which test we have to apply. So here we will apply ratio test. How it is applied? So first of all we will write an this is equal to an this is equal to 3 raised to power n plus 3 divided by 5 raised to power n minus 5. So first of all we will write an plus 1. So an plus 1 this will be 3 raised to power n plus 1 plus 3 divided by 5 raised to power n plus 1 minus 5. Now what will we do? We will apply ratio test. So we will write an plus 1 divided by an. This is equal to 3 raised to power n plus 1 plus 3 divided by 5 raised to power n plus 1 minus 5 divided by 3 raised to power n plus 3 divided by 5 raised to power n minus 5. Right. Now from the first bracket you can see that we can take 3 raised to power n common, and from the denominator we can take 5 raised to power n plus n as common. So what you will get, we have a n plus 1 divided by an, this is equal to 3 raised to power n into 3 plus 3 divided by 5 raised to power n 5 minus 3 into 3 raised to power n plus 3 divided by 5 raised to power n minus 5. 5 raised to power n minus 5, here it is 5. Clear? Now what will we do? We will take 3 raised to power n common. So what will we get? Or you can take 3 raised to power n common. So 3 plus 3 by 3 raised to power n divided by 5 raised to power n, 5 minus 5 raised to power 5 raised to power n into, again take 5 raised to power n common, 1 minus 5 divided by 5 raised to power n divided by 3 raised to power n common, 1 plus 3 divided by 3 raised to power n, and here our limit n it approaches to infinity. So equal to limit where n approaches to infinity. Now you can see that 3 raised to power n from the numerator and 3 raised to power n from the denominator. They get cancelled out. 5 raised to power n, 5 raised to power n, it get cancelled out. And when you take n as infinity, then you will get 3 by infinity. 3 by infinity is 0. So this term will contribute as 0, this term will contribute as 0, this term will contribute as 0, and this term will contribute as 0. So ultimately you are getting 3 by 5. So 3 by 5 means 0.6. So which is less than 1. Because this is less than 1, this implies by ratio test our series sigma an is convergent. Right. Now we have to check for the another series. Bn, this is equal to 1 by 1 plus n square whole raised to power 1 by 4. Now what will we do? We will take n square common. So n square raised to power 1 by 4, 1 by n square plus 1. Right? Whole raised to power 1 by 4. So this becomes 1 by n square. 2 and 4 goes, so you are left with 1 by 2. 1 by 2, 1 plus 1 by n square whole raised to power 1 by 4. Now here we will apply the comparison test. So let us take Vn, this is equal to 1 by n square. 1 by n raised to power 1 by 2. N raised to power 1 by 2. Then we find Bn upon Vn when limit n approaches to infinity, or this is equal to limit n approaches to infinity. We are left with 1 by 1 plus n square whole raised to power 1 by 4. Clear? Now as n approaches to infinity, its value comes out to be 1, which is finite. Right. So by comparison test, the series Bn and series Vn, these both converge or diverge together. Now you can see that this series Bn, this is equal to sigma 1 by n raised to power 1 by 2. This series is divergent by p test, because our p is 1 by 2 and which is less than 1. This implies this series sigma Vn is divergent. Now if sigma Vn is divergent, this implies sigma Bn is also divergent. So what will we get? We get Bn. So sigma An is convergent and sigma Bn is divergent. So this is the result. An we have proved it with the help of ratios test, and Bn we have proved it with the help of comparison test. And both are divergent. So our series sigma An is convergent and series sigma Bn is divergent. This is the conclusion. Next you have, let phi which belongs to minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Consider the function u from R square minus ordered pair of 0 minus 2R and V from R square minus ordered pair 0 to R given by u is a function of x and y and its value is given by x minus x by x square plus y square and v as y plus y by x square plus y square. Now the value of determinant you have to find at the point cos phi and sin phi, which is equal to 4 sin phi, 4 cos phi, 4 sin square phi and 4 cos square phi. So we have to find these values, right? Now u is given as x minus x by x square plus y square. So here uxy, this is given by this is equal to x minus x divided by x square plus y square and vxy, this is given by y plus y divided by x square plus y square. Here this is x minus x divided by. So what do you have to find? You have to find del u by del x. So with respect to x, its derivative of x will be 1, and then you have to apply the quotient rule, x square plus y square whole square. This is equal to square of the denominator d by dx of numerator minus numerator d by dx of denominator. So what you will get, 1 minus x square plus y square minus 2x square divided by x square plus y square whole square, or this is equal to 1 minus y square minus x square divided by x square plus y square whole square. Now you have to find del v by del x. Del v by del x. So with respect to v, its derivative will be, you have to find all the derivatives. Del v by del x. So del v by del x, this will be 0 plus y and this will be nx n minus 1 into 2x, or this is equal to minus 2xy x square plus y square raised to power minus 2, right? Now it is given to us as x as cos phi and y as sin phi. These are given to us. So x is cos phi and y is sin phi. These are the points given to us. So we will substitute these over here and solve it out. When you solve it, you will get in the denominator get cos square phi plus sin square phi, which is equal to 1, and then solving the numerator, subtracting it from 1 and then solving it out, you will get the value of ux as 2 cos square theta. So this will be 2 cos square phi. Now similarly, del v by del x, this will be 2 cos phi sin phi. Similarly, we will find del u by del y and del v by del y. So del u by del y this will be two cos phi sin phi and del v by del y this will be 2 cos square phi. So substituting all the values, whatever values we are given to us, so del u by del x this is 2 cos square phi, then you have 2 cos phi sin phi. This is just the simple calculation. 2 cos phi sin phi and then you have 2 cos square phi. So just solve the determinant. On solving the determinant, what you will get? 4 cos 4 phi plus 4 sin square phi cos square phi. Now you can see that 4 cos square phi will be common. 4 cos square phi. So you are left with cos square phi plus sin square phi, which is equal to 4 cos square phi. So this is the answer. Right. So in this way we can solve it out. Next you have define S which is equal to limit n approaches to infinity 1 minus 1 by 2 square, 1 minus 1 by 3 square, 1 minus 1 by n square. This is equal to, then S will be, you have to find the value of S which is equal to 3 by 4, 1, 1 by 2 and S is equal to 1 by 4. Now here our S is this is equal to limit n approaches to infinity. This can be written as product n varies from 2 to infinity 1 by 1 minus n square. Now what will we do? Limit n approaches to infinity, product n varies from 2 to infinity. So this is n square minus 1 by n square. Or this is equal to sigma, sorry, it's not sigma, it will be limit n varies to infinity, product n varies from 2 to infinity n square minus 1, it can be written as n minus 1 n plus 1 divided by n square, or this is equal to limit n approaches to infinity, product n varies from 2 to infinity. This is equal to n minus 1 by n product. N varies from 2 to infinity, n plus 1 by n. So when you expand it, what you will get? So we get limit n approaches to infinity, product n varies from 2 to infinity. This is equal to 1 minus 1 by n, product n varies from 2 to infinity, 1 plus 1 by n. Or this is equal to limit n approaches to infinity. Just expand it, but you will get 1 minus 1 by 2 1 minus 1 by 3 and so on. Here you will get the term, product will not be there. And so on, and again you will get 1 plus 1 by 2, 1 plus 1 by 3 and so on. This is in one bracket and this is in the another bracket. So what you will get? Limit n approaches to infinity. 1 minus 1 by 2 is 1 by 2. 1 minus 1 by 3 is 3 minus 1, 2 by 3 and so on. And this is equal to 3 by 2, 3 plus 1, 4 by 3 and so on. Now you can see that last term is 1 minus 1 by n. And its last term is 1 plus 1 by n. Or this is equal to limit n approaches to infinity, 1 by 2, 2 by 3 and so on, n minus 1 by n, and then we have 3 by 2, 4 by 3 and n plus 1 by n. Now you can see that this term get cancelled, this term get cancelled, all these terms get cancelled, and from this side these terms get cancelled. So you are left with limit n approaches to infinity, 1 by n, and then you have n plus 1. And 1 by 2 is also there. So but you are getting limit n approaches to infinity, 1 by 2, 1 by n. So as n approaches to infinity, you are getting the result as 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 is our answer. So thanks for if the video you like, just share it, subscribe it and like it as much as possible. Thanks a lot.